Hey, today we're going to go through 4 steps in planning your next vacation. If you are on any kind of restrictive diet, maybe you have food allergies like I do, or you have food intolerance like I do, or maybe you are on a medically prescribed diet such as a diet for diabetes, or maybe you're on the autoimmune protocol diet to eliminate foods to see what's going on, or maybe you are on a low Fodmap diet or on any other restrictive diet such as a lifestyle diet such as Paleo, or on keto or Weight Watchers or Mediterranean or oh my gosh, there's so many that you could be on, and you want to make sure you are healthy, safe, and happy while you're on vacation. There is no place, no time on vacation to be sick. So we want to make sure that we take proper precautions beforehand to make sure that we are safe while we're on vacation. So today we're going to go through the 4 steps, make sure we're okay, and if you stay till the end, I have 3 apps that will help you plan your vacation. So stay with me and we will learn all about planning our vacation. Hi, I'm Thea, and welcome to Traveling with Thea, where we will talk all things traveling with an allergy twist. If you find any value in this today or in anything we're saying, please like this video, give it a thumbs up, or subscribe to my channel, or leave a comment below and tell me what kind of challenges you have when you're traveling, and maybe we can discuss those in a future video. Our first step in planning our vacation is to check with your accommodations. Find out what kind of hotel you're staying at, what they have available for you, if they have a restaurant, and if so, if they can accommodate you. If not, look at what's around them. MapQuest or Google Maps, and find out what is around the area to see if there are restaurants. Maybe you already know. Maybe there's a chain that you use, such as like Chipotle that's good with allergies, or Chick-fil-A, things that you know that you can eat at. Next step is check with the concierge and see what local restaurants are there and what they can do. You could also ask about restaurants in a Facebook group. I'm in a Facebook group dedicated just to food allergies and traveling. So there's tons and tons of information on those groups, and people are really willing to help. So you can see what is there, what's around you, where you can eat. Check and see if your room has a kitchen or at least a microwave that you can warm something up, and see if there's a grocery store nearby. I use grocery stores most every place we go so that I can, pick up a salad and maybe some ham or something that I can eat and make my own meal, make a little picnic. If you're staying in an all-inclusive, make sure to check with them beforehand. See how they handle allergies, what they require from you and what you require from them. Make sure to check out how they cook their fried foods. Are they in the same fryer? Do they have a dedicated fryer that's okay for you? Check with if all their staff is trained on allergies. That's a big one. Check with if you're on a cruise ship. Find out if they are a cruise ship that is well versed on allergies. I know we cruise a lot on Royal Caribbean and they are fantastic, but I don't know about the cruise line, so check with them and see what you can do. Check where you're going and see what kind of medical facilities are near you. You want to make sure you're not going someplace that is really remote that doesn't have a hospital nearby. Or you don't want to make sure you're not going to someplace that's kind of third world that may not have the facilities for anaphylactic shock. So check and see what is nearby. Check and see that they can handle what you have, what distance you are to the hospital. You don't want to be 2 hours away. You want to check and see if you're like 20-30 minutes and make sure that you'll be okay. Make sure you're up to date on all your medicines that you need to take. Check with your doctor before you go and make sure your prescriptions are up to date and what they think you need to take. Step 2. The more you're prepared to inform the restaurants, the better your experience will be. So some things that will help are having cards, such as these generic cards that they say, I have severe food allergies, and then you can check which allergies you have. They have a spot for peanuts, gluten, dairy, eggs, soy, tree nuts, sesame, shellfish, and a spot for others. So these are from Allermates, and I'll link them below. But you can take these and fill those out and hand them to your servers. At the bottom it says, please make sure none of my allergens are in or near any dish. So that's a good option if you don't want to invest in something more. You can also get pre-printed cards from Equal Eats or from Select Wisely. And those will be especially those are good for international travel because they will put them in the language of the country you're going to, and they'll be translated for you so that there's not as much of a communication barrier. You can just print, when I'm going domestically, I just print out a piece of paper that says what my allergies are, and I just hand that to the kitchen so that they know. Just make sure you can communicate efficiently and carefully what your allergies are. If you have severe allergies, you may want to put on your card what may happen to you. So if you would go into anaphylactic shock, put on there, if anything touches my food that has X in it, my throat will close and I will die. So 3, say you're flying. Flying can be very intimidating when you have allergies because you don't know what they're going to serve. You don't know what will happen. So the first thing I would do is check with your airline. If you are anaphylactic to airborne allergens such as nuts, check with your airlines. Some airlines will stop the serving of nuts on an airline or block them in an area or, like I said, completely ban them. Some will not. So you need to know which airlines do and which airlines don't, and let them know that you have an allergy. When you get on the airplane, take a wet wipe down everything around you so that you know that it's clean and safe for you. On longer flights, make sure to order your special meal with your allergens on there. But I used to be a flight attendant, so I know firsthand, do not count on that. We've had a flight where our galley was loaded onto the plane next to us and we got theirs, so we didn't have any of the special meals for our flight. So make sure you always have a backup. I take a salad with me everywhere I go. I pack a meal. I take tons and tons of snacks and always have a backup plan. I also check before I go what airport restaurants are available and what their menus are, so I know if there's something I can eat there. Also check what time they open and what time they close, because sometimes they're not open when you're there. Make sure that you know what you can eat and what you can't, and because when the meals are mixed up, so maybe they might have a salad that might be okay for you that's left over somewhere else. So make sure you kind of know what you want. No, and always, like I said, always have a backup plan. So step 4, when you're traveling by car. It's a little easier when you're traveling by car because you can stop where you want and you have a little bit more control, but you still have to plan a lot. That's the big key with allergies, right? You have to plan. So first is you can always bring a picnic. You can take a cooler in the back seat, have what you need, stop at a roadside stand, make a day of it. I would know what chains are suitable for you. Like I mentioned before, maybe Chick-fil-A or Chipotle are good for me, so I would look at those where they are along the way and maybe look at their website and see, like 2 hours from here, is there a Chick-fil-A nearby? And check other apps for restaurants along your route. When you are doing a driving vacation, check and make sure where you're going, if maybe you can do a Verbo with a kitchen. That way you can prepare your own meals. Not always the most fun, but at least you know you're safe. Now for the bonus of the apps I was going to tell you about, there are 3 apps that I enjoy a lot. One is Allergy Eats. You can put in your exact allergies into the app and it'll tell you restaurants near you how they rate on those allergies. I personally am allergic to wheat, so I do use gluten-free near me, and that helps find restaurants. And a new one I just found is Road Tripper. And with Road Tripper, it's really cool. You can put in where you're starting and where you're going, and it will show you along the way you can do all sorts of filters, but one of the filters is restaurants. And so it'll show you what's along the way, and then you can, if you click on the restaurant, it'll send you to their Yelp review, and you can see what their menu's like and if they have something that is there for you. So use all the resources you have to your advantage, and planning makes a good trip. So enjoy your travels. Don't let your allergies hold you back. or any of your other food restrictions and get out there and have a good time. Thanks for watching, and like I said, if you liked what I had, comment or subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one. Thanks, bye.